Hey, today we're going to work on your witch wound, your seer wound, and on a very specific thread or layer of the witch wound. And that is a kind of dark wounding, and not kind of, this is a dark wounding. This is something that may be difficult for you to wrap your mind around, but it will make a lot of sense for you. Most definitely. This came to me in a session I did, and Source told me that I needed to be vocal about it, to share about it, and to do a session, a healing session. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I don't know how to sugarcoat things like this or how to beat around the bush. So I'm going to go straightforward with that. So it came to me that in past lives, many of us in the quote unquote spiritual sphere, as Source told me, many that are seers today or channelers, as you like to call yourselves, um, have experienced slavery of some kind. It is not the slavery as you expect of working in the cotton fields or the sugar fields, or, it is not that kind of physical slavery. It was a spiritual slavery. And your gifts were used and abused without your consent, at least at first. So that might bring a lot of emotions to you. And as always, I didn't say that, but as always, with whatever I'm going to share right now, you take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. Okay. And so what came to me is that some of us that were seers in past lives, and many of us, I am corrected to say many of us, and I feel like Source wants to take the reins. So I will just straight up channel. So let's go. Many of you that are indeed in the quote unquote spiritual sphere, and I am adamant about that, the quote unquote spiritual sphere, because you put labels on things that you may not need to put labels on. But in this spiritual sphere, as you like to call it, a lot of you channel entities that are benevolent and energies, and you communicate with source, with divine beings and benevolent beings. Some of you may have encountered malevolent beings, ill intended beings, and energies, and you don't understand why you may have been plagued with those, but they are indeed remnants of past lives. And right now, the again, quote unquote, spiritual sphere feels a little bit heavy because it has been infiltrated by the, again, quote unquote, dark agenda, the dark arts, the people that are not benevolent, that are indeed very malevolent, and that are trying to dim the light of all of you light workers, as you like to call yourself. They are trying to dim your light and to hijack this space that you thought was safe and of light and full of goodness. But there are beings that have infiltrated all around, and that are using you and your light as it was done in past lives. And it is a pattern that needs to stop. It is a pattern that we want to unravel. We want to stop that and make you aware that it is still going on. And you may have had contracts where it was okay to siphon your energy for whatever reason. Be aware that you made contracts that allowed some energies that were not so benevolent, not so, they didn't have good intent. Harvest your energy, harvest your magic, harvest your gifts. And that may still be lingering in your field. That may still be happening to you. Or you may endure the remnants of this energy in your field. Maybe you are not experiencing it as we speak, but there is a wounding in your soul, like a dark wounding that is still there and that needs to go. And today, that's what we collectively will be working on. This session is highly protected. We have placed a hell of a shield around it. Only the good stuff will pass through. Only the pure one, love frequency of the original creator source, which is what I'm channeling right now, is going to be able to pass through, and the healing will be amplified tenfold every time someone watches it. So, time is not linear, but every time someone does that healing, it will amplify the healing of everyone that does it. And so we will share what Lilith experienced and in a past life, what was revealed to her in a session. And so in a past life, she was a seer, and so were you if you are watching that. You were a seer, you were an oracle, you were a potent being. Many of you have been priestesses and priests in past lives, and people with high spiritual authority, with gifts that were online, and you were very tapped in, and you were able to help others, and you were able to help the collective in a beautiful way. And we are talking ancient times, ancient times. So this is something that may have been lingered in your field for a while. So as many of you were seers, and quite potent ones, might we say, it is something that was envied and sought after. Ill-intended people were looking for these specific gifts to harvest them for themselves. They were not trying to actually harvest them for themselves. They were trying to control the seers and the channelers and the oracles and whatever word we want to put to that. But seer is what we will use going forward. But know that it also includes oracles and witches and priestesses, all the people that were serving gods and benevolent beings, people that were channeling and receiving information from the divine, from a high, pure, potent source, were hijacked. It has been a pattern. What happened is that you were kidnapped because of your gift. Some of you were kidnapped and taken and put in damp basements, in damp caves where it was a lot of darkness, and you were chained to walls, or you were just kidnapped and put in a master's domain for this master, this powerful, quite often rich and high in the political ladder of wherever you were living. And this is a sensitive topic for many of you. It may bring up a lot of emotion. So we are going to speak as softly as we can, and we are going to try to use the right words to not create too many emotions within you, but know that if it does create emotions, it might mean that that happened to you. So many of you were taken and brought to ill-intended people that saw your potential, that saw your magic just dormant or not dormant beneath your skin. They saw and they knew that you were able to predict the future, to maybe manipulate energy, to heal, to communicate with the divine. And they were envious. They needed that power that you were wielding for themselves and for their own agendas. So many of you were taken. Many of you were taken and put in a situation where you did not have a choice but to oblige to what they were wanting you to do. So instead of channeling the divine and the good, again, quote unquote, because it is very dualistic what we are sharing, but instead of continuing your work with benevolent beings, you were forced and introduced to channeling the shadows and darkness, and as well manipulating the energies and reading the energies around you. So that means that the weavers among you, the energy weavers, were also hijacked and taken and used for your magic and your gifts. Which may create now reluctance to using your gifts, or a fear of being hijacked again, or a fear of not connecting with the proper beings or not doing the proper work. Like, it may trigger doubts and insecurities within you that are from that life. And maybe you were not aware of it. And maybe now you're starting to doubt, and oh my God, did I actually channel or use and or did anything that wasn't of light? And this is not the question, because if you are here, your heart is in integrity. Your heart is pure and in integrity. And as long as your heart and your soul are in integrity, you are good. We are just here to clear that karmic memory, the ghost of it, the shadow that is still hovering over you, or the wounding that you still carry within your uh, bodies. So, as we said, you were taken, you were forced to either weave energy differently or to reveal the future to the person that took you, and over time that taught you to use the shadows and or channel the shadows, or to weave things in a different way. And they forced you, and they made you sign a contract as well. So they forced your hand somehow by potentially threatening the people in your lives, by threatening your own life, or they forced you in a way that made you sign the contract. You were left with no choice but to agree to do that. And that is a very, very important part of what happened to you. You were forced to do dark work, or to work for dark lords, and that took a toll on you. That took a toll on you. So you were forced to sign a contract and to be used in that way. And now we are going to clear that from you. We are going to clear the remnants of energy that are in your field. So we're going to start right now, because there's no need to keep talking about it. We're going to give you more information as we are going through the process. And so, yes, we are now inviting you to sit on a bed, on the ground, on your meditation cushion, or to lay down and start to relax. Start to breathe in and out through your nose, or in through your nose and out through your mouth. In and out. In and out. In and out. Again, in and out. In and out. Keep breathing for a few more rounds, and you can now just breathe through your nose and keep having a slow, steady breath. It allows you to relax and to center yourself. It allows you to let go of the thoughts, let go and slow your brain waves so that you can relax, so that you can relax and let yourself be guided through this journey. This journey will involve light language. And if you don't know what it is, some people call it soul language. Some people call it seed sounds or seed languages. It doesn't really matter what you call it. We're going to call it light language. And just know that it is a specific type of sounds and frequency that allow you to, that actually bypass a lot of things and can send energy healing, energy activation. It just weaves energy in a better way for you, in whatever way you need. So it will allow you to heal from whatever was still lingering from these past experiences. So I want you to imagine that you are laying down on a bed of feathers, on a bed of moss, on a bed of fallen autumn leaves, on a bed of snow, whatever you prefer. You can even be laying down in water, in a tub. You get to choose your own adventure. You get to choose where you feel most comfortable, where you feel most safe. And you're going to keep breathing. slowly and deeply, with the intention to clear any crumbs, any dust, any remnant of energy from these past lives. We are going to clear karma. We are going to clear energy now. We are going to clear and stop contracts. We are going to stop karmic contracts now. So keep breathing wherever you are laying down. And now we are going to ground ourselves. So you can do that again in the best way for you. You can imagine yourself sinking into the ground in a safe way. You can still breathe. There's a bubble of protection around you. You can imagine yourself on a beach somewhere with your ankles deep in the sand. You can visualize a root coming down from your root chakra, from your legs, your feet, your arms, because you are lying down somewhere. Whatever you choose to visualize, it is the correct thing to do. Just feel yourself being grounded in the energy of Gaia, of Mother Earth. She's here for you. She's got your back and she's going to help us in this healing journey. Now that you feel grounded, I want you to know that if you don't feel grounded yet, you can visualize a tether or a thread or a root or a beam of energy that is going out of your belly button and connecting to the earth around you, connecting to the air, to the oxygen, to every particle of air around you, or just let it go into the ground surrounding you, into the earth. And now that that's done, we are going to connect to source. Some of you may want to connect to the sun, and that's perfectly okay. Some of you will connect to the stars or the star systems they would like to believe is home. And some of you will want to connect straight to source, straight to the original creator source. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to visualize some antennas or thread of golden energy coming out of your crown. And you may start to tingle or feel the threads connecting you to source going out of your skull. You can feel maybe the energy there, heat or tingles, and you're going to visualize or intend that these threads are going up, 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 and they are connecting with the sun, a star system, or source directly. Now that you are connected to both above and below, you are going to breathe in this energy. As you inhale, you will feel that energy is coming up from below and down from above, and they are going to meet in your body. They are feeling your body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, you will push or let this energy flow through you, through every nook and crevices. In, it comes down or up and up, and out, out, out. It feels you. It feels all of you. With the in-breath, the energy is coming within you from above and below. And with the out-breath, it feels you. It fills you with grounding and anchoring. You are now anchored into the divine and grounded into the earth. Let this energy come through you and flow through you. Let the love of Gaia and Source wash over you. Let their grounded energy wash within you. And now you're going to keep visualizing that or feeling that energy flowing through you. And we are going to focus on the heart space. We're going to focus on the heart space and visualize that all the love and the protection and the grounding and the anchoring that you are feeling in your body is making its way to your heart. It's making its way through your heart, and you're going to visualize or feel that this energy is building up, building up. It is filling all of your body, but there's a bubble that is starting to emerge from your heart space. It may be golden, it may be pink, it may be silver, it may be blue, it may be green, or another color. It will depend on your own energy and the frequency of the color that you need now. And not everyone will need the exact same color. But as you are working with Lilith, it is more likely that you will have this gold bubble coming from your heart. Let this bubble go out, out, out. It is your protection. And even though bubbles seem, from your human perspective, very fragile, this one is indestructible. It is very strong. It is growing and growing and growing all around you. It is encompassing all of your physical body. You can feel it going through your arms, your legs, your hands, your fingers, and extending out, out, out. Within this bubble, only the frequency of the one pure true love will be able to penetrate. You are safe. Let this bubble grow and grow and grow. It will encompass all of your energetic field, all of your toroidal field. It is going out, out, out. And now we want you to breathe within this bubble. Feel the energy within the bubble. Feel the warmth or the coolness of the air around you. Does the air have a taste? Does it sound like something? Your ears chakra might start being activated right now, as well as your third eye and any other important energy portal within you. Energy center will be activated for you to best receive. You may feel your wrist starting to warm up and maybe your hands as well. You may feel bands of energy around your ankles, at the soles of your feet as well, and maybe around your throat or your hips, your waist, around your head. Because now we are connecting to the wounding, the shackles that have been placed on you. Do not try to control anything. Let the feelings and the sensations appear. And if you don't feel any band of energy, any warmth or coldness on your body, try to expand your mind and try to let it receive whatever needs to be received. Maybe your shackles and your chains weren't physical, but it was more etheric. It was in the mind, perhaps. Let it come through to you. And if nothing comes through, it's okay. Take a few moments. Let your third eye open and breathe. You are safe and you are protected. Nothing bad can happen to you in this sphere of protection. The bad stuff that we are working on has already happened, and now we're getting you free from it. So it is perfectly safe to feel it, but if you don't want to feel it, it is okay. And if you want to feel it, if you are already feeling it, take note. Take note. And maybe you're not feeling it, maybe you're sensing it, maybe you're knowing it, maybe you're actually seeing it in your mind's eye. Let yourself go on that journey. Let yourself retrieve some of the memories if you wish so. You don't need to. You don't need to, but if you want to, now is the time that you're going to receive this information. Because in order to heal it, maybe you need to see and witness what happened to you. So just relax. Don't try to control anything. Let it come to you. You can visualize things maybe in your third eye screen or in this little journey we're doing. Maybe you're sitting down and watching a screen where things happen. Or maybe even some of you will have journeyed to that life and will see from a higher perspective, like you were a fly on the wall or an angel watching over you. You're going to witness what happened to you. You're just going to watch and observe. You're just going to collect the information. Do not attach anything, any emotion. Do not try to change things right now. Just witness what happened. Open your mind and let the awareness of what happened to you be brought to you. If emotions come through within your body, if you feel things moving through you, let them. Do not try to dampen them. Do not try to minimize them. You don't need to understand. And if you're not watching anything through your mind's eye, within your mind's eye screen, it's okay. If you still feel emotions coming through, let them pass through you. They need to get out of your body. I want you to unclench your fists now. If your body is tight and you're not feeling anything, not seeing anything, not receiving anything, unclench, because that was something you were controlling. That was your body showing you that you either had resistance or that what you felt in the moment, like constriction, restriction. Try to open yourself. Try to relax your body. Try to feel everything that comes to you. And it might be a lot. You may even witness several lives. You may even witness several lives where that happened to you, because the beings that did that, they are smart. It was not their first rodeo. and they know how to manipulate the good out of people and to use it to their advantage. They probably have put sneaky little clauses in their contract with open language, which meant that they could manipulate and take from you many lives. And that's okay. That's okay. You know why this is okay? Because now that you've experienced it, you can experience freedom. Know that this ends now. Know that this ends now. I will let you collect a little bit more feelings or witness more things that happen to you, get more information, maybe sources talking to you, telling you things. And sources telling me to tell you something now. Don't let the doubt win. Don't let them win. Because witnessing that may have brought up doubt for you. It may shake a little bit, and that's okay. But don't let that dissolve everything you've worked through up until now. What you worked on up until now is valid. You have a pure heart. Your intentions are good. Because you are not self-serving. Whatever you do for the good of all, for the highest good, for the most benevolent outcome and in divine harmony. And that's what we are doing now. We are doing things for your highest good, but also for the highest good of all, for the most benevolent outcome for you and everyone around you, and in divine harmony. Whatever you work on, it frees your lineage. And maybe you are working on this specific wounding now because of your lineage. Maybe you did not experience that. Maybe someone in your lineage experienced it and you need to free your lineage from that. And as you free yourself, you know that you free yourself and your sisters and your cousins and everyone around you. You free your bloodline, but you also free your soul line. Because what we are doing now, we are going to do that throughout all of incarnations, throughout all of existence. Just know that. And I wanted to let you experience things in silence. And now I'm going to share some light language with you. Ashili kiri kiti karo shoro toro kotora koroshi tarakeya karakeya tarashuarate yahua. Ushipiri ki yatarao ashare ya. We are unweaving whatever was still woven within you. It might just have been a thread, a little thread, but we are now working on clearing your field from the remnants of energies from these experiences. For those of you that had chains, shackles, anything binding around you, I want you to visualize that. Visualize those chains and shackles. Visualize it. Feel it on your body. And now the cool thing that's going to happen is that they're going to crack. Like, I want you to infuse them with your intention and with that pure love frequency and watch these chains implode. And now we are sweeping off the remnants of these energy, like the dust from the shackles coming undone, from the shackles imploding, the chains imploding. They don't own you now. They don't hold you anymore. You are fucking free. You are free to stoke your inner fire. You are so free to stay in love frequency. You are still in love frequency, by the way, but you are free to only use this love frequency. Akera katara kura tashea kara kara kata kuria tarashia shia shupi tiri kia tarashore peteye au shupiri tiaka. I want you to now scan your body. Is there anywhere that hurts? Is there anywhere where you feel energy bundled up? Can you let it go? Can you place your hand on that part of your body? And I'm sensing some of you will fart it out, or will burp it out, or cough it out, cry it out, but it's okay. We're just letting it out. Let yourself be carried by this frequency of love and healing that is surrounding you. You are safe. You are safe to release it all. And now we're going to work on your contract. Because these people were smart. They were bad. They were bad, but they were smart. And they don't own you. You are a free being. So I want you to know that usually what happens to most of you is that you signed a contract that binded you for an amount of time. That was, sorry, that was what was required of you. And that was what made you sign the contract because you thought that, oh, okay, it's just for that amount of time. Okay, I can do that. Then I will be free. And anyways, you had no choice, but they signed a contract. They cannot own you for all of eternity. And so you signed a contract for usually 7, 9, 12 years, some 24 years as well, or longer time because maybe you were taken very young and they wanted to groom you. So that's why the contracts might have been longer. But the loophole in that contract was that they just said they owned you for X amount of time. And if you ended up dying before that time was through, they decided that they would still use you in another life because you didn't fulfill your end of the contract. And if that doesn't resonate with you, it is not your case. This is a healing for the collective. So maybe your contract wasn't like this. Maybe this was just a one life thing and not a many life things. Or maybe it's just your ego telling you that. But again, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now Source is going to rewrite the contract. the contract they have already signed because they signed it before you. How good is that? So Source now is rewriting your contract and wording it so that no matter if you just serve 1 year or 1 day with them, they didn't own you for the next 7 to whatever time years they decided. And maybe it was a sneaky contract, and instead of saying we own you for 7 years, they instead wrote down 9 lifetimes. So now we're changing that. Because sometimes these dark energies, these dark lords or beings, they make a contract with you to take your energy. You sometimes get something from it, sometimes not. Sometimes it's pure slavery and control. But even though you both signed the contract, sometimes you just find yourself still being in their grip in some way because they are abusing the contract. And now we are making the contract either null and void, or, we are changing the contract. I want you to know that Source is working for each and every one of you in changing the contract. And it's not a change where you will have to give up your firstborn. Obviously not. This is to release you fully and completely. And I cannot voice exactly what the contract is saying and how it is exactly changed because it is going to be individual for any and all of you. But know that Source is working for you to make that happen. And if you are not getting the information exactly, it's okay. You can trust that it is done in your favor. You have served your time. You have more than served your time and given more of your energy than necessary. It is now time it stops. It ends now. If you feel ready, you can now sign the contract or just approve it. You can put your thumb on it, or you can just agree. Nod your head. Smile. And you're going to visualize, or maybe you've already seen that, but the contract is now flying away. And as it flies away, it's like a weight is lifted out of your shoulders, like hop. Just keep breathing. And I want you to focus on your smile now. And now we are applying healing balm into the parts of your body or your mind that were indeed used and shackled and in chains that were controlled. You are being cleared. Your hands are being, your weaving hands, your hands that are magical and weave energy are being cleared. Your will is now yours again. The hold from the darkness is now gone. You're free to spread your wings. And we're going to work on your throat. Because it's what has been used with your hands to communicate and manipulate and share what was needed and demanded from you, was extracted from you by these people that put you in shackles, in spiritual slavery. Ashuru kitara shoyo kotora sheya tara shu asheya sheya sheya hu asha. Ashuri kitiara takatia tara shopetere tekia tara turpili titiara shia tara katari atoro sheya tana watara kia tara kia tara kia tara. Sometimes my mouth doesn't follow. It was a bit too fast. Yeah, we can do fast. And if you feel cold now, to have your throat vibrate, to make vibrate your or dance your vocal cords, please do. It is part of the healing process. If you feel cold to move your body in some way, do that, please. Let it go through you. If you feel called to sing or hum, do, please. Ushira taratia tarashira taya karatea takaratushia ratananura tia chuaratia tura tia shia tia shia. There are good chances that you had a wound open on your throat, and now we are working on closing it. We are closing it. We are healing it. We are closing it by weaving it closed, and by weaving healing energy within it, and by healing everything that needs to be healing. We are weaving ashura tua taratua tura 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 to love and trust as well. It is up to you to uphold strong boundaries and have your own spiritual hygiene that is clear and strong. But know that we are going to place on your path the proper beings to help you with your protection and your healing. If you need to cough now, it's okay. Maybe you need to expel a little bit of the remnants of energy. You may also feel cold to do like I am doing right now, to warm your hands. Oh, yeah. Okay. Please do warm your hands. Rub your hands together. Create warmth within your palms. And when there is enough warmth, if you feel your palms are already burning, you will place them on your throat. If you feel like they are not warm enough, keep going, keep going. We are infusing your palms with healing energy. And you are going to place your palms on your throat. You can also place your palms on your neck, on your wrists. Wherever you feel called to place your palms, your warm hands is where you need to place them. You can obviously even brush your palms around all of your body if you need to. actually, we are going to do that. Warm your palms again. Okay, you can visualize healing energy that is on your whole hand, and it's just not on your hands. It's like vibrating. It's like there is a few centimeters or a couple of inches of vibrating energy around your palms now. And you're going to brush your body. You're going to start at the crown or at your feet. I feel like you're going to start at your crown. So brush your head, brush your face, brush your neck, your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Brush the front of your body, the side of your body, maybe your back if you can, your butt, your hips. You can brush a little bit your belly around where your will energy center is, your solar plexus. Go to your hips, your legs, your knees, and all the way down to your ankles and feet. And brush your feet, the top of your feet, the soles of your feet. Thank you. Okay, we infused your whole body with this pure energy of healing and recentering and ridding yourself of things. And that was a burp of confirmation for me. I expect you to, do all these energy releases in the form of farting, burping, coughing, and yawning as well. Your body may also release energy in like shaking or, when you fall asleep and you feel like you're falling or you have your arm or your legs that start, moving straight like a lot, like you are, I don't know, I think you know what I mean, but like when you're scared and you're startled, like your muscles can do that, or your arms and legs can do that, and it's okay. It's just a release of this energy. And actually, after this session, you may shake your body if you feel called to. So, asherekete kataroshuarate yatarake yatarakuruti yatarashe yarupiti yakatarshupiti yatupurututu shurai yai 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 titi shikirikiti yashoate yash. Okay. Is there any last word for us before we close this session? Because I feel like we are wrapping things up now. Yes, we are actually wrapping things up by calling in and you can repeat that after me if you want to. I call all of my energy back to me now. Make it go through a clearing portal before it comes to me, a selenite clearing portal, and embed it with rose quartz. So you can visualize that there is a door frame, a portal made out of selenite with rose quartz that filters your energy back to you. It can be just a flow of energy or shards of yourself, bits of you that you are calling back to you that were lost in the time-space continuum, in the quantum, floating around, still tethered to these quote-unquote dark lords. And they are you are free from them now. We have cut all of the cords. The contracts have been closed as well. So the magic they were holding back, as well as the soul fragments that they were holding back, they are able to come back to you now. Of course, you can just obviously decide what soul fragments you welcome back if you want to analyze them one by one, or you can welcome them all back in because we have placed them, filter them through a clearing and cleansing portal, making sure that there is no remnants of these dark energies, no shadows left stuck in those fragments or in this energy that is coming back to you. This energy is made pure anew. It is stripped back to its essence, this essence of you, and it is going to allow you to integrate more of this energy for you. And it's going to embed wherever it's needed. Most of you will feel like a puzzle piece is being embedded back in your throat. Like you didn't even know there was a missing puzzle piece, but it's back, and now it is there, and it makes sense. Maybe there's one more puzzle piece on your throat that is missing and that is coming back. Maybe it is on your belly, on your root chakra. You will feel it wherever it was taken from you, your wrists, your neck, the back of your head, your crown chakra. You will feel it. You will feel it. You will feel it. And you may need to drink right now. So if you feel like you need to drink, please drink. If you need to cough, please cough. If you need to shake, please shake. Just let your body do what is needed, because your body is your highest instrument in this lifetime to transmute things and to let go of things. So don't hesitate to use your body to the extent of your ability. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, just do that. If you feel like you need to get up and dance, just please do that. But slowly, maybe wait a few seconds to do that, so that I can bring you back safely and we bring back consciousness into your body, even though we have already started doing that because we rubbed our faces and our bodies. So the healing part of the session is now done. We are pleased and proud with the work that has been taken place. Thank you for attending this session, and you are free to attend it again, but know that it is not absolutely necessary. Most of the work has been done and will keep being done for a little while for the energy to, catch up, for reality to catch up. There's sometimes a lagging that takes place, but know that you can ask for the lagging to take place during the night. It will actually not take more than 2 or 3 days for you, and most of the integration work is going to happen within your sleep. Just remember to ask for a soft and sweet integration time, and for the energy to settle back in properly in the most beneficial way for you that will allow you to function as a human being with ease. So yeah, you are now going to come back to your body. You're going to start breathing, and you're going to start breathing again. Come back to your own physical body. And to come back within our bodies, we are just going to start breathing in and out through the nose with a little bit more force. In and out. In and out. Okay. I invite you to rub your hands again. And you're going to place them either on your wrists or your forearms. Like grab your forearms and go down your forearms until you reach your wrists, and just squeeze your forearms to get back into the present moment. You may feel like you just need to hug yourself, so please just hug yourself or rock a little bit side to side or forward. Just start to bring back a little bit of sensation within your physical body. And actually, you know what, we're gonna rub our hands again. Rub. And when they are warm, you're going to place them on Going to place the heels of your hands on your closed eyes, and you're going to place the top of your fingers on your hair. And you're going to press like this. You can even do a little bit of a massage if you feel cold too. But what you're going to do is that you're slowly going to open your eyes within your hands. And you're going to take in the space around you as you lift your hands from your eyes and you take in the world around you. You can blink as many times as you want, but you are back in your body. You are back in this reality. Whatever has been done throughout all of existence, throughout time, space, dimensions, realities, parallel timelines, mirror worlds, and throughout all of your incarnations. So you are free. And it has also been done throughout all of your lineage. I forgot to mention that, but now it is done and you are back. You are free, you are safe, your bubble of protection is still around you. You can close it now if you want, or you can keep it with you until you go to sleep tonight. And I invite you to drink a lot of water. Please drink at least half a liter of water. Have a big glass, and I'm gonna fill it, and I'm gonna drink it all. I invite you to also ground yourself or eat grounding food if you can. It shouldn't take a lot of your energy what happened because everything has been done in the astral quantum realm, the etheric space, and you're good, you're golden. The contracts have been taken care of, and you may witness in the following weeks or month that you feel freer, that even following days, that some of your gifts are coming back online and that you're no longer afraid of channeling the dark because you may have been afraid of channeling the dark unintentionally because you were forced to do so in other lifetimes, and that's done now. That's gone. You are free to channel only the light, and just know that you knew what you were doing and you are safe. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. You can only welcome light in now, and you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid of being controlled by the dark or by your gifts being controlled and manipulated and taken by the dark lords, because apparently it was dark lords that were doing that, and you are free. Before you go on about your day, take the time to come back to your body as much as you need. You are also highly encouraged and invited to take a notebook and write in it whatever you experience and what came through for you, because it solidifies everything that you went through and it helps you remember, and it also works your muscles for such healing journeys to recall and remember. And I don't know, I like to keep trace of those things, and I think it is beneficial to do so. So I encourage you to do that. I also highly encourage you to drink a hell lot of water and to take it slow if you need, or go dance if you need. But just, take a few steps to come back in your body before you go and jump all around. I would also love for you to tell me what came through for you, what you experienced in the comments or in my DMs on Instagram. And obviously, I would love for you to interact with the video by commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing with whoever might need it. It is a potent healing that we did, and I would love for it to reach as many people as it needs. So don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones, your spiritual bestie, your psychic bestie. And it was really an honor and a pleasure for me to share my magic and be a conduit for Source to share that healing session. And more are going to come. More are going to come. I wish you an amazing rest of your day. Drink up, rest up, move your body, do your thing, ground, and write everything that came through for you. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.